Hi, it's Veronica Carraro here, and welcome back to my channel. In this short video, I'm going to talk about the second tip on how to adapt a positive mental attitude during this crisis. And I want us to look at this. I want us to look at this crisis, as an opportunity to grow and develop. Nowadays, we think of growth in terms of money and material wealth. And whereas that is good, let us think about the personal inner growth, like gaining resilience. And what is resilience? Resilience is defined as the ability to cope with adversity and to use challenges to forge strength and prosperity. Resilience does not mean that you do not struggle or make mistakes or need help, but it means to keep on plugging on even when the situation becomes dire and exhausting. Resilient people learn from their mistakes and misfortunes, and they rely on others with confidence and trust. Ask for help if you need to, but please plod on and have faith for a brighter and a better future. And one of the things I would suggest that you do during this time is use this time to develop new skills. Why don't you do that research that you've always wanted to do? Why don't you read those books that you have always wished you had time to read them? Why don't you write that poetry that you have always wanted to do? Why don't you learn anything new? Why don't you, if you don't know how to use the internet, and if you're old school like me, why don't you this opportunity to learn how to use the internet? Because I'll tell you what, tough times, they say, requires also tough measures. So we need to adapt, we need to change, we need to go with the flow. But whatever you do, please try new things. Be flexible. Don't be stuck in your old ways and in your old thinking. And I'll tell you what, I know there are people who get stuck in their own ways, in the way they think, that the idea of changing becomes such a crisis on top of other crises. So don't be those people who want the world to adapt to you, but you want to be those people who want to adapt with the times. Because people who adapt, survive. So you need to learn how to do things differently, to think differently, to see things differently, because that is what this crisis is requiring us to do. And actually, sometimes crisis comes to shake us, and it can shake our core foundations. And what do I mean by core foundations? It can shake our beliefs, our worldviews, including our own identities. And this, my friend, can be a very painful process. But with it comes resilience and growth. And through that process, we learn how to rebuild ourselves and our world into a better and different place. So let us all use this opportunity to grow and to develop for a better and brighter tomorrow. And before I finish, I will quote Robert Schuller, who said, and he has written a book that says, tough times never last, but tough people do. And let me repeat that again. Tough times never last, but tough people do. So I want you to be one of those tough people who is going to last this crisis. And I'll tell you what, you are going to survive this crisis, and I see you in the future. You look better, you look stronger and happier than you look right now. So thank you so much. Hope this has been helpful, and tune in for the next video when I give you the third tip on how to adapt a positive mental attitude.